kids. Fuck the kids? Yeah.
When I say, who's the master? You say, so no.
What is up, guys? Show Enough the King here, back with another toy review, and today I'm bringing you number 57, G.I. Joe Classified Serpentor and Air Chariot. God damn, I couldn't do a 1 minute figure feature on this one. I had to do a traditional review. I've been waiting for this. This has probably been my most anticipated G.I. Joe Classified release, bar none. Again, before I open this thing up, I gotta give shout out to Hasbro. I don't know if it's because their stock prices dropped a little bit or they hadn't been hitting their numbers, but they've been shipping, boy. They've been shipping. I got my Sergeant Slaughter. I got most of my Power Ranger stuff. Like they've been killing it. But anyway, let's get this thing off the spinner and get this thing open. All right, so let's get this thing open. So I gotta say, they put a hell of a lot of tape on this thing, like here, 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 here. But yeah, I have it ready, so let's get this thing open. It slides out of this like bookcase almost. Put that to the side, and let's look at it together, guys. You ready? Boom. Damn. He looked good. He looked good. Oh, I am excited. Look at that staff. Look at that Serpentor. Oh my God, I am just ecstatic. And I guess the chariot must be in the back somewhere. So let's get the rest of this open. All right, so we got Serpentor out of the packaging and we need to talk about him. So the way this is going to go is we're going to look at the figure first, we're going to look at the accessories, and then we're going to look at the chariot. So from the build itself, he is huge. Like, I thought Roadblock was probably the biggest classified figure we had so far, but Serpentor is up there. Again, Hasbro absolutely killed it with this figure. We got the cloth cape. It even looked like it had like little green scales on it. The snakes wrapped around his body all have detail. I mean, this thing, they spared no expense. The only thing I could have said that they could have done a little bit better with the body is they could have made that he had bendy wire in the cape. But again, I mean, even for the amount of money that they charged for this, I mean, Hasbro, again, killed it. I mean, like I was saying before with the shipping, I got my deluxe Iron Man in the mail last week. My Dr. Mindbender, I got a notification that shipped on Friday, so I should be getting that on like Monday or Tuesday. And again, like I had mentioned before, like Hasbro has been killing it with shipping out all the stuff. So again, I will definitely give them kudos for that. So let's go ahead and get them off the spinner and get a close look. So yeah, this is the thing I was talking about with the detail. I mean, you can see with the snake itself, they did a good job of making sure that the eyes were painted, the mouth was painted. I mean, everything on this thing is just in detail. Same thing with the snake belt. The green looks great. The gold looks great. Even up underneath the cape. I mean, absolutely amazing. And wait till we get to the accessories, because there's one particular accessory that I am super excited for. I'm definitely going to create some COBRA situations. Amazing. Now, the only thing that worries me is with this this headpiece, he's going to lose a lot of range of motion. So we'll have to look at that and see how that works. Yeah, we'll have to see how that works. So let's back up a little bit. We'll see how that articulation works. All right, so let's look at Serpentor's accessories. So as I mentioned earlier, how I was talking about how I was a little bit nervous about the articulation in the head because that crown piece was just one piece. Again, Hasbro thought of everything. So here's that piece. It comes one molded set, as you can see here. We have the fangs, and we have a little piece here, and then we have a piece that goes into the back. And this was a piece that originally came with him, but in the actual accessories box, you also get a separate piece that attaches to the head, which is this, and you just pop that on like that, and then you have another piece that pops on the back, and then it mimics this, with the articulation. So then you can get the head movement left to right. You can get them to look up. You can get them to look down. So then now you kind of have your articulation in the head that you would be missing. So if you wanted to kind of have like that stagnant piece, you can just use this as the one piece, or if you want him to be able to look left, right, up, and down, you use that. I'm probably going to keep this on because, again, like I said, I do want him to have articulation in his head. And now, again, the accessories as well. We have his scepter, as you can see here. The scepter itself is very tall. It's just as tall as Serpentor. Now, the scepter itself is just kind of like a little gold, kind of like that Goldar gold from Power Rangers. It's fine. It looks good. He also comes with the arm dagger that you see here. Again, that just clips onto the side. And then he also comes with a sword. Again, I love how, again, when you paint your weapons, like, again, if you got a sword, paint the blade silver. It's not hard. And that's what they did. Again, you even got the little jewels in the actual base of the sword. I mean, this thing is amazing. And my favorite accessory piece from Serpentor, we have his straightened out snake javelin. Again, if you guys remember watching the movies in the 80s, I believe this is where Serpentor kind of like took Duke out of the picture. He kind of like threw it and it like went into Duke's chest and like almost killed him. Like everybody was all nervous. I have some blood effects. I might try to do that, recreate that for my thumbnail. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, they even included the snake javelin. Like, I mean, come on, guys. They killed it. All right, so that is the figure itself. Again, the cape does come off, so if you don't want the cape on, you can kind of like slide his arms out. But I want him with the cape, so I'm not going to take it off. But again, Serpentor looks amazing. Let's go ahead and get that chariot together. All right, so we have the chariot put together. Oh my God. If you thought Serpentor was amazing, like, this chariot is a goddamn masterpiece. Like, I am just shocked at how much I'm enjoying this thing. Like, shouts out to you guys, bro. Like, this is probably the best exclusive that they have brought out. Like, in my wildest dreams, I couldn't have pictured anything better for Serpentor and his chariot than what I'm looking at right now. But anyway, let's get into some of the details. So, as you can see here, it comes with 2 heavy machine gun turrets on the side, and you can actually see the belt clips. Again, they even give you ports in the front so that you can add in blast effects. Now, again, I'm going to go grab some of my other blast effects in a little bit to see if they can port in here. That will even make it even better. It also comes with a spinning blade for the hover thing here. The paint apps on this thing is amazing. I'm just in awe right now. Like, in awe. So what I want to pay attention to is just the attention to detail that Hasbro put into this. The G.I. Joe team killed it. Like, again, they have speedometers. They have the gauge here on the front. Again, they have the stickers and everything already painted on underneath it. You have the hydraulics. You have the rear power. You have the COBRA insignia. These blades on the front, like I had mentioned before, they actually spin. Look at that. They actually spin. So that spin. These feet come down like so. We got 1. Gotta be careful not to break it. It would be tragic. We got 2. And then this one should come down too. And we got 3. So then you can kind of just sit it down like that. And it sits on its own. I mean, I'm just, I am so happy with this. So happy with this. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Even the mouth opens up and reveals a blaster in the mouth. I don't know if you can see it up close, but yeah. There is a blaster hidden inside the mouth of the chariot as well. I mean, I'm at a loss for words at how much I'm in love with this thing. So let's get Serpentor on here and let's look at the final product. And here we have the final look for Serpentor with him on the chariot. And again, I was able to use some of the blast effects that came with the Cobra Trooper Trop 3-pack. As you can see here, the bullet effects fit perfectly in the machine gun port. I just kind of used the two that I had lying around, and again, I am just so thrilled with this thing. I'm not even going to hold you guys. I'm like, this thing is a 10 out of 10. Best, definitely in the contention for top action figure of 2022. Definitely top 5 G.I. Joe classified of 2022. I mean, this thing is just amazing. Let's do some size comparisons and we'll get out of here. So here we have Serpentor standing next to G.I. Joe Classified Duke and G.I. Joe Classified Sergeant Slaughter. And again, they both look really, really good next to the Chariot. I'm actually going to pull him off the Chariot so you guys can see he looks like standing next to him side by side. And then we'll close out. All right, here is a better look at everybody standing side by side. And as you can see, Duke is smaller and Sergeant Slaughter is actually smaller as well, even if you don't count the little serpent thing on his head. So this by far is, and this Sergeant Slaughter is on the Roblox Buck, if I'm not mistaken. So this by far is definitely the biggest G.I. Joe Classified figure that we've had so far. And finally, here is Serpentor standing next to my 2 custom Gridiron Studio bats. Again, final thoughts. This is a 10 out of 10. If you were not lucky enough to get your hands on a Serpentor on PulseCon and you collect G.I. Joe Classified, you better hit every third-party site, eBay, Mercari, wherever you gotta go. If you collect G.I. Joe Classified and you do not have him, you are SOL. I'm telling you, get this thing now. Let me know what you guys think. Comment in the section below. Thumbs up the video. This is Showing Off the King. I'll see you guys later. Peace.